We're now at the booth of Scala in Hall 6. Scala is a global marketing technology company based in Limburg, Netherlands. They always bring a ton of style to the show, very well known for their black, red, white logo, great booth design, always a very full booth as well. I'm happy to be joined by Toon, not as a marketing or sales guy, but somebody that's dealing with the actual technical aspects of these programs. I'm pleased to have a word with you. Toon, tell us a little bit about the background of Scala for those that are not familiar with the company.
I'm happy to tell. So my name is Toon and welcome at the booth here. It's great you're here, and Scala is a company who is providing global marketing technologies solutions. So we provide fully end-to-end solutions. So you buy the hardware, the software, the concepting, the content, whatever, in a whole solution. And our customers are not always the brands, but also the end customers, because what we try to do is make selling products or selling services easier by providing self-service solutions for customers. And one of the solutions we provide here is a solution where you can select a proper wine with a dish you would like in a tasting box.
Can you show us how it works? Is it actually live and active?
Yes, it's live and active, and I can show it here on the booth. So the idea is that you pick a bottle. Shall I give you an example?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So here I pick a bottle, and if you look to the screen, you will see that it now gives information about this bottle, like what alcohol percentage is there, what kind of taste is there. And I'm like, okay, but I also like this other bottle. So I change this, and I have two bottles which are compared now against each other. So this is really helping me as a customer to take a decision what kind of wine I would like to buy. And this is a regional tasting box. I put this one back. If I open this, I see that there are multiple bottles in a certain region, and I can add that to my shopping basket. But if I'm still puzzled about what is this I don't know, I can call an expert. So we named it the Ask solution. If I hit the Ask button, it's a button on here, I will dial into a call center, and in the call center, a lovely girl will open the window to talk to me. I didn't hit it in the proper place. Now it's working. So it's dialing now the call center, and the call center will pick up the phone and give me information. Hello, Bente.
Hi.
Can you please give me more information about this Perlita wine, because I'm interested to have a tasting box and I'm not sure what other wines I would like to put in my box. Can you advise me, please?
Yeah. So this wine fit with red meat and cheese. And what we see is that in that region, the same wines you can add to your basket also fit with barbecue, red meat and cheese. So I would recommend this wine. This wine has 13.5% of alcohol in it. That's the grape of Malbec. So I would recommend that one for you.
Great. Can you put it in my basket?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much. So this is just an example about how you can, in an interactive way, without having a lot of employee in your staff, which are expensive, of course, because they are the experts, to cover a good service to your customers with use of our technology.
No, this is, I know you're known for digital signage, great projects in that area. This is actually interactive, so you're collecting data on these interactions.
Yes.
How do you deal with that data? What do you offer to your customers? It can be a tricky subject.
It can be a tricky subject, especially if you're like making profiles. So we're not allowed to make profiles of persons, but we're allowed, of course, to see how many products are being lifted, how many products are compared against each other. And you're right, this is really very, very important, because what we actually are doing is bring the online world into the brick and mortar market, where retailers really have an issue in what are my customers doing. So by having this kind of solutions, you provide valuable data about interaction of your customer. So we also have solutions from Workbase on the side here, where we can track shopping baskets and give very valid information to customers about how to organize their stores or prevent theft or upsell or other things. So we really are into the big data and using that in making better solutions for our customers.
Toon, thanks for finding the time to speak with us today. Always great to talk to a technical expert. So thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Have a good show.
So moving along here, we're going to try and get a word with Ameria. They are a company that first came across my radar last year when we invited them up to the live retail talk stage at the EuroSHop last year. I'm going to try and get a word with Johannes, if I can. He was our interview partner at the stage. Johannes, do you have a second to join us?
Absolutely.
I mentioned that we had a conversation last year at the EuroSHop. At the show here, you're here with a fantastic booth. What's the background of your exhibition? What are you trying to drive in your exhibition space here?
So we are, as Ameria, really trying to show new ways of creating interaction for customers in the brick and mortar world. So people coming into stores and being able to really experience new digital ways of trying out products, of getting information about products, of retrieving digital services. And doing all this with our touch-free interaction technology. So it's not like your old touchscreen anymore, where you have like a 2D plane to somehow click something, zoom and scroll, but to really bring interaction to a 3D space where you have lots of different gestures. You obviously can also do something you can do on a touchscreen, but where you really have like lots of different gestures like grab and drop and things like that. So to really create an immersive experience.
It's interesting you say that. I don't like to mention problems, but sometimes with the interactive mirrors in virtual fitting rooms and that, it was often that you would smudge the actual display space. Do you have an example of this technology you're speaking of?
Yeah, absolutely. We can just go around the corner here, and
Let's go.
I can show you one really nice case that we created especially for the fair. So you can see it here, and yeah, that's. So the idea is that, especially with the with fashion retail, you have all those new collections coming in all the time. You have like lots of different colors of each thing and each item, and so it's really important to also in the brick and mortar world show people this, and to also then again connect the 3D worlds, the metaverse worlds that you're creating, to connect that with your brick and mortar worlds.
Yeah, let's give it a demonstration. I'm going to step over here so we can free up the screen.
Absolutely. So here you start with actually creating your own avatar. So masculine is already right for me, right? And then I can go on creating it. So that's probably more me, and
looks just like you.
Well, let's do the hair a little shorter and a little darker, right?
Is.
And I'm sorry we haven't got the moustache version. Yeah, I'm so sorry. And now to show how you connect also the real goods that you have, the products that you have in the in the store, you can take them. You have chosen something. And let's take this, like, I would probably not wear it, but it's highly fashionable jumpsuit. And using an NFC chip, yep. And then you can see that's the real piece of clothing, and now my avatar is wearing it. And I can obviously also choose, I'll have it in a different color, which is probably not in the store. And then I can either check it out right here and have it sent home, or I can take it to the cash out, and I can probably say, oh, those glasses look really nice with it, so I take this home. And here I can check out, and obviously the added benefit is that I suddenly also get a lot of data, which I can directly take to my CRM. And I think that's really the important connection, connecting the offline worlds and the online worlds, bring all this to the physical store, and bring a great experience to the customer, and at the same time as the retailer win a lot of data about the customer in places where I wouldn't have done that before. And then I can use that data to make the experience even better afterwards.
So this is the now. We're talking about metaverse. Where do you see things going in the future?
So I really see that retail is going to become much more experiential. So I think there you have the, like you mentioned, the metaverse, that you have those metaverse worlds and that you can access them directly in retail facilities, that you have immersive experiences there, and that you have avatars like this, which you're probably using when you're at home and doing this in a VR world, and then you just transfer it and have this kind of combined physical and virtual shopping experience also in the store. And that is obviously where our technology comes in a big way, with 3D gestures which allow you to do all sorts of different stuff that you couldn't do before.
Johannes Hoge, it's always a pleasure to speak with you and have you show what your company Ameria is offering the market. Thanks for finding the time to speak with us today.
Absolutely, always for you, Ben.
Well, there it is. As you can see behind us, the halls here in EuroSHop are absolutely full. It's day 2 of the show, Monday, but it's the first working day. I think a lot of people took the weekend for themselves and got on their way to get here for the EuroSHop. If you are still considering coming, please do. Everything is open, everything is booming, stands are full, people ready to have conversations with you about your retailing challenges and opportunities going into the future. That's all for us from now. Thank you for joining us.